Cusco is known for its high elevation and its amazing views and great culture. But did you know you can basically combine all of that into one? So come with me as I visit Sacsayhuaman, one of Cusco's most important cultural and archaeological sites. Another day here in Cusco at a different Airbnb, and this one has insane views of the city of Cusco. Very nice Airbnb. I just know I'm tired of walking up all these stairs. Adjusting to the elevation here has been mildly challenging, but I haven't gotten super sick. I just drink a lot of water, take my time walking, and take breaks. Today here in Cusco, planning to go get some lunch. I'm starving. And then going to go to Sacsayhuaman. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So that's the plan for today. It may seem like I'm bouncing around a little bit, and I am. So I actually was in Ollantaytambo for the past 2 days, and I just got back to Cusco this afternoon, which is why I'm here in a different Airbnb than I was when I was originally in Cusco. But gonna go get some lunch, head to see some sights, and take it easy because tomorrow is Machu Picchu day. That will be a separate video. And obviously I want to be well rested and prepared for that. But for now, here in Cusco, gonna enjoy another sunny, windy day here in the city. I'm gonna go eat. I had quite the eventful journey from Ollantaytambo on this day, so I ended up at Jack's Cafe and Bistro simply because I was hungry and I wanted something that was close to where I was staying at the Airbnb. So one of the things I became obsessed with is the fresh mint lemonade in Peru. It was always super fresh, super delicious, and I loved it. And just like the American I am, I went to a Peruvian restaurant and I ordered a quesadilla. But the quesadilla was tasty and it was a good snack. And like I said, I just needed a quick meal so that I can get in the Uber and head on to Sacsaywaman, which is where I spent my afternoon exploring this amazing heritage cultural site in Cusco, Peru. So I'm here now after taking my Uber. I've been Ubering everywhere, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. But here at Sacsaywaman. I think I'm saying that right now. I did have to pay, which is what I was showing, but I did have to pay 70 soles for a tourist ticket. You can either get one for 1 day or for 10 days, and it includes a lot of different sites, but I honestly don't think, I think that the only one that I'll be able to make is Sacsaywaman, but I'm here. The 70 soles to pay for the boleto turístico, you do have to pay in cash. So have cash on hand. But yeah, I'm just about to walk around and see what's going on. I hope you all can see this amazing view of the city of Cusco behind me. This is really cool. I haven't really even gotten into Sacsaywaman real good. Like, I just got here and they said there was a viewpoint. So there's still more to explore out here, but it's a Saturday. It's like 4 p.m. maybe. It's not that crowded. I feel like this is the perfect time to be here. You avoid some crowd and you can enjoy. Sacsayhuaman is actually an Inca fortress. So this was built in the Cusco area in the 15th century. And it's very common because, as you can see, it basically overlooks the city of Cusco, and you can see all that the city has to offer. Throughout my travels in Peru, a lot of the major Incan sites have this sun gate because they worshiped, I believe they worshiped the sun, or the sun was their god, so there was always an altar to express their admiration for the sun. I would say, like, majority of the Incan sites that I saw throughout my time in Peru, most notably through my travels in Ollantaytambo in the Sacred Valley, you can tell that, like, these structures and these fortresses have a similar build. Everything is built really tightly. You can see where they have those spouts or spigots for water there throughout. But it was just really cool to walk around and see how yet another fortress was built in a different area, because this was my first one seeing it in Cusco. So it turns out that only about 40% of the structure that's built that you're seeing right now is what is still there. So 40% is pretty good, but this is all notably original construction. And it basically is just a marvel of ingenuity throughout a time in the 15th century where obviously technology wasn't as common as it was now. And that's the big thing about traveling throughout Peru and getting to see all of the ways and wonders that the Incans and the indigenous peoples of this land really made the land thrive for them. And I'll just never get over the views that I saw. So I definitely enjoyed my time exploring Sacsayhuaman. It's been great just walking around and exploring everything here at Sacsayhuaman. I will say that it might be worth it to get a guide to be able to explain basically, you know, everything that you're looking at and kind of give you some history and some background. When you pull up here, there are people literally waiting outside to, to offer, for you to hire them as a guide. I declined, honestly, because I don't have enough cash on me, but also I just wanted to walk around and explore on my own. So I definitely think if you want to know more of the history and everything that's going on here, it may be worth to have a guide. But if you just want to walk around and explore like me, then just get the boleto turístico to be able to pay the 70 soles and walk around and enjoy everything that these grounds have to offer. Officially wrapping up my time here at Sacsayhuaman. It was a great visit, honestly. I'm gonna go back to the Airbnb and do some research so I can understand what exactly I saw. But I definitely enjoyed it, and if you're a huge history, architecture, archaeological nerd like I am, this is definitely a stop that you'd want to make if you're here in Cusco. After a full day of exploring, I found out that the Museo del Pisco was right by my Airbnb, so of course I had to stop by. I actually went to the Museo del Pisco in Lima. So I had already tried the original pisco sour and all of those kinds of things. So I wanted to try something else, which was this. I basically got an espresso martini with pisco. If you know me, you know I love espresso martinis. And this one with pisco was very delicious. And then it was time for dinner. So I headed to a Peruvian restaurant, which was basically across the street from the Museo del Pisco, and I got a nice little window seat so I could see what was going on outside. And throughout my time in Peru, I hadn't yet gotten to try ceviche, so that's what I came for. But then when I checked out their drink menu, I saw that they basically had a chicha morada, but an alcoholic version. So I had to try that as well, and it was very, very delicious. Great drink, and it was strong. I was not expecting it to be that strong. But as I had mentioned earlier, exactly what I came for I got, which was trout ceviche. Trout is the famous fish that is, I don't know if I want to say indigenous, but it's a common fish that is in Peru. So I feel like it's not the trout that we're getting here in the States. I feel like it's different trout, but this trout ceviche was so fresh, so delicious, and honestly, it's true. Peruvians really know how to make ceviche. This was some of the best I've ever had. Overall, I've honestly had a great time here in Cusco. There is a lot to see and a lot to do, and honestly, I didn't get to do as nearly as much as I had originally planned because I had to adjust to the altitude. So I would definitely recommend taking some time to do some adjusting if you can in your schedule. Plan for a little bit more vacation to at least adjust here in Cusco or in Ollantaytambo or in the Sacred Valley. However, I know I've been back and forth between Cusco and the Sacred Valley this entire trip, so you might be a little confused as to what you're seeing and what day it was and what I was up to. But that doesn't matter. Don't worry about what happened chronologically. I just wanted to show you all everything that I got into in Cusco. And I think it's a charming city, a very nice place. The views are amazing. And it's definitely a starting point for a lot of the journeys that you may make here as a tourist around Peru. So, thanks for watching. See you next time.